Good morning, everybody, and welcome to rainy and pretty late Monday morning. I'm driving in the studio. It's already 10:15 a.m. So that's really late for me. Normally I'm in the studio already, but got my car tires changed this morning, so we're running a bit late. Nevertheless, this week is a pretty normal office week, so there's no recordings going on, nothing, and I actually have my weekend off, which is awesome because it's Mother's Day and I want to spend some time with the family. So yeah, a chilled week, but nevertheless a lot to do. So yesterday there's been the choir recording, which is on Wednesday. If you haven't, I'll try to put a link somewhere, and I will do a video about all the editing and sort of mixing and stuff, and the result, let's call it like that. I will make a separate video out of that because the great thing, I actually can show you the recording because the material is free to use, so to say. Mendelssohn is dead quite a long time, so I can show you audio without getting into copyright infringement stuff, so that's awesome. So today I will start with that. I need to do a love song, and we need to mix on Forest 19, and everything else, well, I don't know. I'm waiting for a package with the last receiver, wireless in-ear receiver for Midnight Falling, and there are 2 Audix clamps in there as well, and a wired headphone preamp for the drummer. So we're moving forward on that setup. I just simply bought it because there was some B stock available, and I like to save some money, and I'm not always keen on getting brand new stuff, but I like the guarantee and the 30-day money back and stuff, so I always, if I see stuff as B stock on Thomann, I'm already close to buying it, and just bought it. So waiting for that package to arrive this week. But yeah, nothing fancy. I'm not gonna show you because I already showed you the setup, and I will go more into detail as soon as we start rehearsing properly with the console and the in-ear setup and stuff. There are a few things we still need to figure out. We don't know yet how to manage the backing tracks, if I start them, if it's a fixed show running through, which is the thing I dislike the most, or if we have someone pressing the button on a laptop somewhere on stage. It would be best to the drummer to do so. I don't know if we're going for main stage, or if we're going for Pro Tools, or if we're going for Ableton. Never used Ableton actually. Yesterday when I was sitting in the church and listening to this recording, I read a bit about how to set up Ableton. And well, Ableton is one of these programs I just can't get my head around. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I know it's a great software and a lot of people use it, but I don't really get it, and I don't know why. There's something wrong in my head that doesn't understand Ableton. But I'm sure I will be able to figure it out, because all I've done yet is watching YouTube videos and reading articles. I never touched Ableton properly, and I think I just need to do this, need to get my hand on a demo or something, and then just see if I can get my head around that. Anyway, so that will be this week. This will obviously not be this week because different things on the menu, as I said. Oh, there is a recording. Yes, there is, because on Thursday on Thursday there's a holiday in Germany, and there is a something going on. I'm from this company that books me bachelor parties and birthday parties. There are 3 people coming for 2 songs, like the standards party recording thing, and that will happen on Thursday. That's the only recording we do. So yeah, off to a great week. Something. And that's the tedious work for the next few days. Automating a lot of stuff. That's the timpani. And it's just the first piece. So this is 90 minutes. 90 minutes of audio. But good audio. It sounds good. I will go into detail later in another video. Nice song by Forest 19. Yeah, coming together. Gonna take a while because my head is all over the shop. And yeah, but sounding awesome. Sounding really awesome. Really like that shit. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to get into something when you're basically distracted, and I think that's one of the perks you need to have if you're going professional in audio engineering, being able to switch your head from project to project in a very short period of time, and getting used to stuff. And so what I do, I mixed so many genres. I worked in so many genres. I know some no-goes and some goes in various genres, and as soon as my head shifts to something I want to do, and I think, well, that's not quite the genre you're working on or the sound I'm working on, then I get cautious and say, okay, stop right there. let's get back in perspective and see if I can get my head back into whatever. So, yeah, like I felt the vocals were a bit over compressed, sort of. So I had the feeling, wow, they should have more energy and less energy, more dynamic, something less punchy, because I felt it's like, yeah, kicking your face in. But then I realized, okay, I worked on a classical piece a few hours ago, and I worked on that Italian song, which is more of a ballad, singer-songwriter, Robbie Williams, Guy Chamberish thingy, so a bit softer. I realized, okay, hold on, no. We have fallen energy, so 10 dB, 15 dB gain reduction on an LA2A is totally fine for these vocals. And so just step back and yeah, as I do, I just say, okay, stop right there. That's it for Forest 19 today, because I think it will do no good to the song and probably do some harm to these songs, which I don't want to do. So, yeah, I'm now going to have a small coffee break and then see if there's something I don't need to be fully involved in. That's always good to have something to do where you don't have to concentrate a whole lot and don't be inside the project. I hope that makes sense. So some editing stuff or sometimes it's even songwriting for me. If I'm not feeling for mixing, I just start writing some stuff or reworking on Midnight Falling or something like that. Simply because it's something completely different, and yeah, I have new input, new perspective. So then tomorrow is a new Forest 19 day, as it's written on my calendar, and another Mendelssohn Jungenkantorei Bornheim day, as written in the calendar, and then we see what's up. Oh, I love this setup. I really do. Yeah, because we're in the last... Yeah, basically the setup for Midnight Falling is done. I started, trying stuff out, see if that focus mode. So the thing where you have just one... You send two mono signals to a stereo transmitter with two receivers that get an individual. You know what I mean. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Sorry for that. Tried that out yesterday, and it works awesome. It works just fine. The only thing that bugs me is that my in-ear headset is broken. It's just the left side is working only, so probably need to buy new ones. But yeah, so today is, well, another day in the office, as I said. Mixing a love song, mixing Forest 19, and working on the classical recording from the weekend, so yeah, standard stuff. And I was just writing with Johnny Carajo about the festival we do in roughly a month, which will be awesome. Will be a bit, early and long, but nevertheless, looking forward to that. Mixing two great bands. Johnny Carajo, obviously, who I already know, should be roughly easy, let's call it like that. The other one, Richards Kindermusikladen. Strange name for a band, but there you go. They seem to have a bit of a weird setup with percussions, vocals, a guitar, and a sousaphone. Yeah, this big deep brass instrument, you might know. Gonna be a fun one. Looking forward to that. I mean, need to need to figure out how to manage all the signals. If I put 2 stage boxes and wire everything already, or if we switch, need to make up my mind. But I think I go for just 2 stage boxes and switch the inputs, the I/O on the SQ5. Probably that's the fastest solution. Yeah, let's see about that. Yeah, stuff I need to make my head get my head around. But that's something I can do at home anyway. Stuff I can't do at home is mixing, and so yeah, let's have a short coffee first and then start working on stuff. Basically another boring day in the office, and yeah, I'm leaving already. Did some edits for the choir recording, and that's quite time consuming because yeah, the support mics, it sounds the best if you just mute them if they're not necessary. So I have to go through, yeah, roughly 1.5 minutes of footage, writing automation for the timpani, for the solo artist, and for the choir, making fade in and fade out. Looking, that doesn't sound weird coming in and weird coming out, so yeah, that's really time consuming, but yeah, stuff you need to do if you want to improve it. Yeah, as I said before, I'm gonna go way more into detail on that session. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna do a video about it, basically a rundown, describing what I did there. Yeah, and beside that, yeah, mixing for S19 and doing this love song and bits and pieces. So boring week in the office, but nevertheless stuff to do. Oh, Tolman B-Stuck, you always get me. Good morning, everyone. Thursday today, and it's a holiday in Germany, but nevertheless we have two SingPoint recordings in. So from these bachelor parties, birthdays, whatever, company parties, stuff like that. This will be in roughly 3.5 hours. And yesterday I got the second to last package from Thomann for Midnight Falling, including clamps for the Audix mics, the microphone, the headphone preamp for the drummer for Midnight Falling, and one last receiver for the in-ears. So I want to try that out now and see if that works as intended, and then put that all away. And there's a love song to do as well for Midnight Falling, and nothing. And I think I want to do a complete rundown of everything, because what's missing now is a splitter. I decided on going just for one splitter because yeah, it's basically all we might share are the drums. We will not share guitar amps and bass, so I can plug them in by my own system. So we don't need 16 channel split. Yeah, 8 are enough. So that's why it's just one splitter and two multi-cores with 8 XLR cables each. So that's nice and neat, and that will be all in that rack and being nice and neat. And yeah, I'm just thinking if something happened yesterday I should talk about, but no, not really. So let's move on. I think that's a neat setup and everything is working. Yeah, that's awesome. So I might explain this in more and more videos because it might evolve or change a bit. But currently all the outputs, all the monitoring is ready to go, so we can do a rehearsal. It July's the date because I'm pretty busy and the guys and girls are pretty busy. So, but let me explain. So there are, take the camera out because then I can go lower. So we have 2 of these transmitter units in there. They're already labeled. So the top one is for Louisa, our front girl, and Axel, our bass player. And the one below is for Jendrik and Annika, are both guitar players. And so they get outputs 1 to 4 through that snake there. That's that's going straight in the back of these 2 units. They are made for stereo, but you can use them in mono as well. So Louisa gets the left signal and Axel gets the right signal of this first transmitter, Jendrik the left and Annika the right signal from the second receiver. And that's how these receivers are tuned to. And you get them on both headphones, don't worry, it's not just a signal on your left ear or your right ear. It's mono, it's straight mono, so both headphones receive a signal, that's just fine, but it's just mono. But I think you don't care, because if you have wedges on stage, that's mono as well. And our drummer, because he doesn't need to walk around, we use this beautiful thing. That's just a headphone preamp with batteries. Now he can plug on his trousers and walk around, play drums, not walk around. And that will just be on an XLR cable plugged into output. There's the XLR cable into output 5. And what you see on the top, as a letter so no one minds, is the receiver of the Shure microphone. And I will just lift there on top, so I have it a bit out of the way. I thought of putting it into the rack as well, but there will be the splitter in the back and some cables in the back, so it might be a bit crowded in there, and Yeah, don't want to have 4 antennas sticking out right basically at the same place. So I will put it on the stage box as it is right now. But that's a pretty neat setup, to be honest. And all the power cables are in the back. So that's all sorted. I just need to open it, plug in all the microphones, plug in my SQ5, and then I'm ready to go. And yeah, that just does its job over there. And yeah, that's fine. I really enjoy this setup. And the thing I really like as well is that's it. Yeah, okay, one case of microphones and probably a bag of cables and a stand back. But okay, that's basically it. I mean, seriously, that's everything we have regarding monitoring and front of house. That's just awesome. That's seriously awesome. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we'll have sort of a bag or something for microphones, one bag for stands, but there are not as many stands because, yeah, it's just neat. I really enjoy this. That's awesome. There will be just one bag for stand. There will be one microphone stand for Louisa, one for the snare, one for Annika's guitar, and then some clamps, and that's it. Because kick, I hope I can use a PCM. Bass is DI, Jendrik is Kemper, and we have no backing vocals. So yeah, that's basically it. Imagine 2 more bags and that's it. Just need my wheel card and off we go. That's so awesome. Regarding this is front of house and monitor. That's the whole live setup, and everything else is just, yeah, a camper, a guitar amp, guitars, and drums. And that's it. That's all we have for life. Isn't that awesome? I feel like that's seriously awesome. I really like this setup. I really like this setup. I'm really looking forward to playing shows with these guys and girls. It's gonna be awesome. Check our stuff out. Link in the description down below. Yeah, I really like this project. Setup today is pretty simple. I got the information, it's just 3 people, so it's set up for 3 people. Yeah, I don't want to use the most expensive mics because I not always know who's coming in. And yeah, especially with bachelor parties, if people are a bit drunk, they are not that careful with gear, and so yeah, I'm not putting the most expensive mics in front of them, but it doesn't matter. We have the 2 Rode NT1A and my TLM 102 Neumann setup, and because it's just 3 people, I have 3 personal monitors here, not so they can do a personal mix, but as a headphone preamp basically. So that's just their loudness thingy for the headphones, and I will do the mix for them. Roughly, I mean, we don't have that much time yet today, as there are just 3 people. We might have a bit more time to go into detail, but it always depends on the people and what they're actually here for and what they want to have. And if they just want to have fun, I'm not going to bore them with, let's do this again because what not good enough. Now let's just do 3 takes and then it's fine. But if they actually want to get something out of it, then yeah, sometimes it gets a bit more recording like, let's say, and then I might switch mics to something more expensive for, yeah, that always depends on the people. But yeah, I'm curious, I don't know the songs at all, which is odd. I don't know the age, so it's a bit of the people, so it's a bit, yeah, I'm always a tiny little bit nervous. And we have 2 of these parties today, and one just got in yesterday. So yesterday evening I got the phone call if I could do a second recording today, and obviously I said yes because I'm here anyway. So yeah. But the fun thing about these recordings is that I get to clean the studio, so I have an excuse to just spend some minutes getting everything back in shape, taking the vacuum cleaner out, and yeah, making everything look nice and neat. Because sometimes I really miss that, and I'm just lost in music, and all I want to do is music, and then it gets really dusty and stuff. So yeah, I think I continue cleaning a bit for the next half an hour, and then people will show up, and then we do stuff. There's something sad I need to talk about. The day before yesterday for me, so on the 7th of May 24, Steve Albini died on a heart attack, which is really, really sad. I mean, obviously I didn't know him in person, but he's a very inspirational person for me in my professional life, because I really admired him and his work. And so, as you might not know who Steve Albini is, I thought I'd take a few minutes and tell you who Steve Albini was and why he's been influential for me. So, Steve Albini was a recording engineer in the US, basically known for his work with on the second Nirvana record, and with Pixies and Robert Plant and Roger Waters record. But he done a ton of other records with independent artists, and that was one of his big things, working with independent artists. I think he once said he'd done over 1,500 records and 8 of them were on major labels, and the rest were independent or on small labels. And I really admire that. He basically said everyone who can pay my rent is free to come in, and I will do the best I can for their music. And I really admire that, and I took that in really much, saying yes, I want to be there for every musician coming in. I want to provide my services for everyone who's willing to come in to pay my rents and pay my prices. So yeah, I really admired that on a very, very, and he did this on such a high level. I think he doesn't had a Grammy, don't know, but he never been the bling bling one, if you know what I mean. He was just the humble guy doing great records, and really, really great records. And yeah, he had such a great idea of sound and of music, of that powerful thing that can be rock music. So yeah, he's been a very influential figure in my professional journey. I listened to a lot of interviews with him and a lot of tutorials that he did. He did great stuff during COVID, really funny stuff. And there's a
really, really awesome 4-hour interview with Andrew Scheps and him. Andrew Scheps interviewed him for his Andrew Talks to Awesome People podcast. I will put a link in the description down below to that. If you are an audio engineer, listen to that and watch his videos, because he's been a great person and a great audio engineer for me anyway, even though I didn't know him in person. I'm just the guy from Germany admiring all the guys in the US, which might be a bit weird, but I hope you know what I mean. And I was pretty shocked reading that he died at age 61. So you know, I seriously enjoy these bachelor parties and birthdays. So the first recording actually been a bachelor party of 3 girls singing 2 songs. Been a bit drunk, but had a lot of fun. And the other been 3 girls in age 8 to 10. The one girl got 10 years old today, I guess, so it's birthday party. And I really enjoy both of these type of jobs, simply because I like showing people how records are made, and I think that's a great opportunity here to show people that are not musically active at all, or not musically trained or something. Show them how a record is made, and often it's not about how it sounds and if that's actually sung well or something. It's more the experience and being in the studio and singing in the microphone and hearing yourself on the headphone, and then coming over to the control room and listening to what you just done and laughing about this and realizing, oh geez, that's really hard. And yeah, learning that is an experience I really enjoy sharing, because yeah, I mean, who else? If you're not a musician, who knows how a record is actually done? What it's like to stand in the studio and perform a song for a microphone, and that will be on a record heard by possibly millions of people, and you need to live with that. And yeah, this is something you can't tell, but if you experience that yourself, then it's something completely different. And having these birthday parties, and you experience that, then you have the full-on recording studio experience, and that's something I enjoy showing. Enjoy showing behind the scenes sort of a recording studio. So yeah, that's been a fun day. As you saw, I also mixed a bit for Forest 19 and edited a bit on the classic recording. The conductor will be in on Saturday, and then we go through the piece and talk about the performances and what actually to pick and choose. So that will happen on Saturday. And yeah, then that's already the week done, simply because tomorrow is a school holiday and I'll take care of the kids tomorrow. So I'm not here tomorrow, but I'm here on Saturday. And Sunday is Mother's Day, so we spend that as a family day at home. So no studio there either. And yeah, that's okay. I've done a lot of work in the last days, and I'm happy to get some time off and spend some time with my family, because that's something really important for me as well. Yeah, well, one song is done. Hi everyone. Friday today. Yeah, I'm here unscheduled, so just a bit, and to be honest, I'm watching Giro d'Italia while doing some stuff. Yeah, I figured I'm a bit behind schedule, and yeah, I'm just here a few hours tackling bits and pieces. The bachelor party from yesterday. We'll do the birthday party from yesterday in a minute. And yeah, I'm still stuck in Forest 19 and can't. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I did so many other projects and that's hindering me and just getting full on in. But this will change next week, so I hope next week I will be able to say yes, that's awesome Forest 19 sound. Let's go. So I just finished one song, then imported the session data for another song, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds horrible. But it will not in the end, so we'll make it happen next week. It's just because, yeah, done too many different other things. But I hope I can finish that next week. That would be nice if I can finish up Forest 19 by next week. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm running behind schedule anyway. So let's see. So tomorrow, Notgar, the conductor of the classical piece we did, is here. And we go through the piece and check if everything's fine and nice. And I hope everything's fine and nice. And discuss on which format he would like to have. He said something about CDs, so I might have to burn a lot of CDs. But yeah, that's all fine. Gonna see that tomorrow. Maybe I edit a bit on that piece later in a few minutes, and yeah, just try to tackle some smaller stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, running a bit short on time and energy, and that's a big problem for me because I want to give 100% for every project. So if I don't feel like it, I'm not forcing it. So I'm not forcing myself now to mix a Forest 19 song I dislike. Because I want to give 100% for the band and for the song. So that doesn't make sense if I dislike the song that much and I'm angry about mixing. I feel mixing should not be a struggle. It should feel easy and you just notice stuff and fix it. So I will not force it right now. But yeah, do this tomorrow or next week. And then move way quicker and happier with the songs. But that means that if I'm behind schedule, I can't really force myself to it. And yeah, it's always pros and cons, isn't it? Last day of the week, Saturday, and yeah, as I said, the conductor will be in today from the Mendelssohn choir recording we did. Hope you enjoyed that video. I will put a link to that video here in the show notes, in the info cards, however you call it, and yeah, so I'm now gonna edit or write the automation for everything, see if everything actually is fine. Then we're gonna listen through it, make some minor changes hopefully, and he tells me where to cut, so where the individual parts are and how many CDs he'd like to have and what format and stuff. And then we get this done, so yeah. But I'm really tired, and tomorrow is Mother's Day. I'm gonna spend it with my parents-in-law, and yeah, then I'm back on Monday. So yeah, as there's nothing fancy to do or to point a camera on, I say thank you very, very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And if you'd like to support this channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description down below, and also a Patreon link. So thanks very, very much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.